Hey guys, back for another weekly update video. So I'm trying to mix these around a little bit, work out a structure I'm happy with rewatching, and get out the alpha as well as the big news for the week. So it was a really interesting week, and I'm going to keep this here to see the floor. I need a better way of doing this. If anybody knows any websites where I can list the individual games that I'm watching, would be absolutely amazing. But a big one, Portals, 8.2 Solana at the moment. Soul Chicks had a big week. They went up to around 19 Solana and were down to 14 or something like that. I sold my one Soul Chick Friday night. It was a big profit. Yeah, it's not a game that I think I'm going to actually play, but they did have their coin launch last week, and I really need to go and check out the chick. But other things worth of note for the NFTs. That'll be it now. I'll come back to them. Nine Heroes is a big one. That's still sitting just above what it launched for the FLP. Now, I've got that there for another reason. Let's have a look at some of these coins. So, what I find super interesting is Atlas and Polus. I have no idea why they're sitting up this high. The news for Atlas and Polus hasn't been good. If you break them out to the maximum cap coins, it isn't. I don't understand still. So I think there's room to be able to buy and sell. I've only got a little bit, and I'll keep mine for now. I've got mine sitting on, I believe, Francium at the moment. I've got a pretty good deal. Francium, Lending, Atlas, and Polus. Now, Aurora had a big launch idea this week. Launch idea. They had a longer staking. I think it's a 6-month stake pool. I haven't seen what the stake rewards are, but if I had some, I would be considering it because the game's going to be long term. Cryo Wars had an up and down week. They did hit, you see, 480 thereabouts, and they're down to 390 now. So they're just kind of just cruising along. I like Cryo War. I love Cryo War. Let's not be honest. Let's be honest. I should say it's December. I'm hoping to see some beta play this month. Gene. Now they had a really, really interesting week. Really interesting. It's based off their launch. They went ahead and used Gene coins in their fair launch. It was 5 to 50 on the split for the bid. One Gene was the cost of the fee for fair launch, and they had 28,000 out of 40,000 bids at 5 Gene. So there was 40,000 bids for a 2333. So 2,333 NFTs, 40,000 bids, and 28 of which were at 5. So that fits the fair launch protocol. I still don't think this is the best protocol to launch NFTs. We need to be thinking a little bit better. But I have heard rumor that there is an NFT available for people that attempted the mint. I had 2 tickets in, was unlucky, didn't get any. That's really affected their floor, and this is one of the reasons I had it here. Genopets, 18.8 Solana. 2 days ago, they were selling for over 44 Solana. I would have been selling that out back then because they were releasing the other 2,333 eggs. I don't know why people didn't dump those earlier, but obviously that, we can't all have that foresight. Shill, this is a token that launched at 2.5 cents. We have it available. It's going to be obviously a Solana and on Binance as well. And I think that's got a bit of room, even though it's been 50 times up on its launch, which was not long ago. DeFi Land, they launched last week at 0.5 cent. They went at 80 times, just a casual 80 times. But you see, it was actually a little bit of shenanigans on launch. One of their investors sold before the main coin was out. So I still watch Spawn because that's going to be big. That's tied in with Cryo War. Audio, I think, is worthwhile watching. That's a coin that I want to get. Always, obviously, not financial advice, but I think audio is tied in heavily to a whole lot of the metaverse. A lot of games are partnering up with these guys, and they are playing audio across, channeling, tuning into audio. So I see that, and another one's Chainlink that's linking up with a whole lot of these games. I did a bit of research on a game called Void, and Void is going to be launched on the only one platform on Radium, and the only one platform which launched on Radium as well, and I like it. So I went and bought $100 worth and put it on single stake in Soul Farm. It's near 100%. There might be better, but I just kind of use what I know and go for it. And obviously you're monitoring the big dogs, things like Solana, which was down to 180 the other day. So it has those flips up and down. It changes what the cost of we're minting things at. So I did have a little bit of a talk about Genopets with the launch yesterday, and I've actually done a video, so I'll upload that in a day or two about my experience with the launch, because I actually had my coins landing on Francium and it caught me with my pants down around my ankles, so I had to go and leverage to get some coins, and it was really cool. I got a good video out of it. Lost a few $100, but I got a good video. Portals. Now, they actually had a launch on, it was my Saturday morning, 7 p.m. 7 a.m. I was meant to be going to work, so of course I had to go to the toilet and do a mint. I minted 2 myself. They minted at 1.5 Solana, and I had a different experience to reading the after effects of what happened. I'm going to be making one for the Solana gaming side of things that I do at Grape, and the other one's going to be personal for me to sit away. So I'm obviously, I buy my NFTs and I don't go for the flips. But it's projects like this, and if you actually go and have a look, this has got people interested again, because they had 6,000 clicks in the first 5 seconds. 6,000 out of 4,999 mints. Now, I am looking for Portals. There's a reason for it. So, Portals is also on Solana. Just jumped on there in the last day or so, but they don't have a lot. I think there was only 50 NFTs linked when I was going to do this video prep tonight. So, if you see here, 31,000 Solana already sold and done. If we have a look here, Vision, there's only 3 rarities. Vision, 425 Solana. I think one day afterwards, or it might have been 2 days afterwards. This is less than a week old, this NFT. 2 days afterward, it was selling for 170 when I looked. So that's done, what's that, 300 times, almost 300 times for the Vision version of it. So that's Portals is the building. You get a room, the card, swipe card. It's not loading up because of the old Barndog slow internet. The swipe card gets you in. So there was some absolutely huge money to be made on that. And the floors been going around 15 to 20 today. I put that on my Friday night live live series that we do with Metaverse and with Sixon. And we're actually changing to Saturday night while I'm mentioning that. Now that news was on the Friday night, and I also had it on my last update video. I believed in that the whole time that would do well. ChimpFight, these guys had a bit of a big week and a launch of their gaming coins. What they actually did was they launched the banana gaming coin. So the ticker for that is Nana, N-A-N-A. And what they've done is they've linked up with several big projects and dropped coins to their token holders, to their holders. So you can see some of the links here. Degens, Geckos, Solana Monkey, Monk DAO, and you see some of the bigger ones here. We had Orca, Cope, Rope was a funny one. I'm not sure why Rope's in there. I had coins of that, got rid of them ages ago. Mango and Grape was one. So we actually got some coins given out. It was differing on the Grape levels that you had. So C class got 200, B class got 400, and the A class, the Gorillas, I believe that's coined, it got 800 coins. Now, what are they worth? At the moment, I went and had a look on Mercurial Finance. They swapped there, and that was the easiest place for me to find it. They're selling for just over 2 cents per coin. So it's not a whole lot of stuff at the moment. My hold on that gaming coin is, after having read the white paper, I'd keep the coin for now. There's going to be a lot of liquidity out from what they've dumped. They put the numbers out there, $30 million to these communities. So you've got $30 million. 30 million Nana coins have gone out. So people are just cashing in, taking the quick $7, $8, or just hold on to them. So when they launch, if you buy an NFT, you are going to get 50 Nana coins as well. And for every NFT you hold, you're going to get 1 Nana coin a day. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but I like that they're giving you daily coins, because it's going to help you play the game. And if you go back and have a look at the way they're doing the launch, the combat system, to me looks like they're going to be launching so you can get into the game early. So stage 1, instantly resolve combat outcomes via the Colosseum GUI. So what that means is that you're going to have two apes fighting, and it's just going to be a computer automated result based on statistics, numbers, all that kind of stuff. So there's going to be gambling, debauchery, all kinds of things in this game. I think hold the coins personally. That's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I've told my mates. and the mint is going to be, I believe, 2 to 4 Solana fair launch protocol. That's the thing. If they're going at that price still, I think that is very high. But there might be an early opportunity with that game. DeFi Land, they had a very big week, of course. Like I said, they launched their coin at half a cent, and it did it a good old fat 80 times. The first DeFi Land coin sold for $10,000, I'm told. It was super interesting to hear it. I didn't get a chance to go and find that kind of information out. It's all on chain, apparently. It would be cool to know who bought that and why it was sold. But $10,000 for the first coin. It's interesting why someone would have a bid in at that price. But the big news, obviously you can't get much bigger than having a coin release, was the FTX and Lightspeed link up. I don't know much about Lightspeed. Everyone should know about FTX, but Lightspeed to me looked like a Chinese VC fund, and they've welcomed them to on board, so they're partnering up with them. And I've loved DeFi Land since the night they released. I've got a code in. I've done several videos. You can see I've got the bastard open here. I did one for their Halloween, and they're going to have a Christmas event. Maybe we're going to get some NFT drops for the beta testers. They've got 550 roughly beta testers that are holding over 90% retention rate, as in that they're paying 90% of them per day. Likely they're thinking that they might get an NFT and they don't want to stop it. That's new, I think. So they did the Halloween event. That's come out. You've still got time to finish off some quests before the open beta in December. And I think there's going to be more mini games. There's going to be more DeFi. They're going to have more link ups with pools and stuff like that. And I love DeFi Land. It's been one of my favorites. Project Seed. It's a funny one with Project Seed. I just don't know what to think. I haven't managed to deep dive the game. I think I've put this in my top 10 for the last couple of months. I think this will be a big game for the Asian-based communities for play to earn for several reasons. And one of them is the way they're going to create content for the game. And they're paying people to create content. And then you go into their dungeons and run their dungeons to do the questing and pick up NFTs. But the content creators that are making those dungeons will be paid in the game coin. I think this is going to be a good one. There was something mentioned on one of their flyers. I did notice that this is the first game. So the first game is going to be this one that they're advertising with the Zeds and the fighters and all that kind of stuff. Photo Finish 2. This is something I've been getting on board more and more. I bought a stud for Photo Finish for the missus for Christmas because I'm trying to bridge her into crypto, get her into playing the games and learning, and hopefully she's going to become my subject matter expert for this. She loves horses in real life. She's got a tattoo on her arm there of a horse bit. Loves going to the races, loves all that kind of stuff. And I'm hoping it's a way that I can introduce her into blockchain, into Solana, and hopefully get her helping me at Grape. So a bit of chatter about that and a bit of fun. But they did a link for that for the portals as well. But what's interesting about these guys, you really need to remember, is the floor on them is quite low. You've got 2 Solana for a stud, and I think the fillies are going at around 5 or 6. Now, every filly has 3 prime matches, and they're going to be creating an app is coming out soon that is going to help simplify that, because it's quite complicated to trawl through the spreadsheets and finding out exactly what matches you are and then finding out where they are. But these are going to, I believe, you're going to be able to put in your filly. It's going to tell you the links of the numbers that you've got a good match with. That helps you breed the Gen 0 horse, and then it should tell you if it's available for purchase somewhere, which is super awesome. So I think they're going to be good, but we'll put a little bit of footage on and have a look at this. This is 1 month old. This is from photo footage, Photo Finish. All right, let's pause. Where's my sound? Where's my sound? Should be there. All right, let's watch it without sound. I don't know what's going on there, but I want to keep the flow going of the video. It is nearing too long. So this is from their first game, Photo Finish. So they've created a game 5 years ago. It's had over 13, 14 million downloads. They've been a success in their right mind. So what is Photo Finish 2? It's exactly that. It's their number 2. All they're going to do is put the bastard on the blockchain, and it is going to be, I think, a very, very big game. So I love it. I bought one for the missus to bridge her into it. Now doing research because I've got to be able to show her as a new player what is this game about. It's about breeding pets. It's about becoming a horse manager, putting them in races. You don't have to have the best horse. They say this in one of their flyers. You've got to have the best horse in that race. But they've got a good tokenomics. They've got dual token. It looks good. I'm actually thinking of buying more. But again, not financial advice. Don't trust beardless Australians. Make sure they've got a beard. Avocado Guild. These guys look to be a guild on Solana. So they're going to be doing sponsorships, all that kind of stuff. Their Discord is going nuts. They've got 50,000 on that. 40,000 here on their Twitter. And I've just done a grab of the games they're playing. So Axie, everyone should know what Axie is. Thetan, I don't actually have any research behind it. Elpis, I hear a lot about. Know nothing. Rev Racing, I know nothing. I'm a Solana, maxi. Big Time, I've heard a lot about. They're creators from WoW, I believe. And Sybil, I did a bit of a look into Sybil. It's actually a soccer-based game. You get teams of 3, started on Binance, but will be coming to Solana. That looked like a good game. I stopped looking at it because it's a Binance game and it was $1,500 to buy the rare pack. US, of course. And I thought too much for me. Project Eluune, I'll put these guys in because their soul has, the floor's been about the same, but they've got one of their first missions coming up. So there's hype around that, hype around what's going to be in for the game. There's a bit of FOMO in the chat and the Discord, and it's definitely, again, one of my top 3 games for November. Now, I'll finish on Star Atlas, and this isn't a pump-up. This is actually a bit of a... What's going on with Star Atlas? We've had a lot of pushback dates, a lot of delays. The score, that's their way of basically staking your ship and earning on the assets. You've got people with millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've bought a medium ship, shitloads of posters, extra stuff, scarves and jackets and patches and all these kinds of things, right? We want to get some kind of a deposit on that, and it keeps getting delayed. I think December 18, I believe, is the date. If we don't see something, they are going to have a lot of flack from the community, and people will step down. We don't want to be a part of Star Citizen, and it's disappointing of where it goes. Now, they had a big link here where they've partnered up with Spirasoft. Now, that is a part of a leading game development studio, continuing to onboard. Now, there was a certain part of this, the most immersive AAA gaming experience. Next level experience. It talks about, now I've previewed this bugger. Where is it? Onboard talent, immersive, read the details. They talk about how they've been in partnership with these guys for months. And then the article goes ahead and reads, actually it's the other way around. Breaking news by partnering with Spirasoft. Then you go into it and you read it, and it talks about how they've had months of play. It'll be in here somewhere. Over the last few months, Spirasoft has joined the Star Atlas global community team to use the most state-of-the-art. So, breaking news, that was this week, November 30th. That was yesterday. Breaking news, they've done there for months. So, they don't have a lot of news. They don't have a lot of updates. You can see they're struggling. They're struggling with sentiment. They had some backroom deals with one of the guilds and sold them ships ahead of schedule. They didn't have to buy it off the ledgers like the rest of us did. They didn't buy them off dexes. They got these at list price. That's an advantage in the game. It's backyard deals. Now, they didn't actually launch a public statement. They did it on one of their paid server channels. So if you're bumping up their channel, then you got that information. 100 people got that information, and they're not going back on it. They don't think they've done anything wrong. There's been backroom deals since the beginning. If you remember, 4 sets of posters sold out of the Rebirth series. I bought 5. I'm still proud of that. And those 4 sets pre-sold. They didn't actually sell them and buy them and come every single week. They pre-sold. So they've done backyard deals. It's just disappointing that there was a bit of a crowd uproar and they just said, we didn't do anything wrong. But no big news from them. And how does that tie in at the end for the alpha? It's going to affect the coin price. If we get shit news and things get delayed, then you'd expect them to delay after Christmas, delay after New Year's, nothing's going to happen, then I think you'll find that the coin prices are going to move. So hopefully I've made this video a little bit long. I've rambled on a little bit. I'm going to watch it over again, but I hope I've helped. I do hope to do shorter videos. I'm trying to get them at that 15-minute marker, but I want that alpha. I want to make sure I'm putting that information out because I do a lot of this research. I know it up here, but I'm not managing to communicate it in a regular stage for you guys. Hope you loved it. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits.